What's up? I'm Sophie, and today I'm going to be talking about Mckamey Manor. And I apologize for my lighting and the shadows and stuff. I am filming on my iPhone camera. I'm going to try and stare into the hole, but if I'm staring in this direction, I'm staring at myself because I'm conceited. But anyways, I want to get right into this because I'm kind of heated about it. I'm no shade, no salt. I'm freaking straight up pissed. And that's because apparently it is in my hometown. I have rocked my merch. It's not my merch. I have rocked the Alabama Pride whatever shirt. I don't really love football, but don't tell my family that. And yeah, apparently Mckamey Manor is in Huntsville, Alabama. And I'll go into that a little bit later. First of all, I'm going to explain a little bit about Mckamey Manor. And I'm doing this off the top of my head. I watched a lot of videos, looked at his website, read some articles, and I think I have a pretty good idea off the top of my head. So if it's not completely technical, I'm sorry. Okay, so basically, Mckamey Manor is this extreme haunt. It is a touchy haunt. It is torture.
I wish I listened to the wise words of Lawrenceburg's County Commissioner Scott Franks when he stated, as a fact, without ever talking to Russ Mckamey or ever even visiting MM, that the manor is a fetish and torture house. It's not a haunted house, it is a torture house.
But we'll go with extreme haunt. So basically in this haunt, people can put their hands on you, and they put their hands on you in ways you don't want hands to be touching you. I'll go into some of the ways. They can accidentally break your bones, they can smash your hand, they can push you around, they can I can't even say this. I can envision it every time I say it. They can they can touch your nails. Don't touch my nails. I just accidentally smushed my nail in this little light box thing, and that pain is extreme. It is so painful. So just, I can't even say it. I'm sorry for the people that can envision this kind of crap, but they can touch your nails, they can yank your tooth, and I have such a phobia of dentists. When I was little, it was such a battle to even get me to go to the dentist. I literally had the biggest cavity because I kept my mouth shut because I didn't want my parents to know that I needed to go to the dentist. And now I have a stinking cap on it because I'm scared of the dentist, and they can just yank your tooth out without any of that little numbing stuff or whatever they put in your mouth. They can do all of that, and you consented to it. You signed a waiver, and this waiver just basically says they can do all this stuff to you. And they have videos, and they have, like I just said, this 40-page waiver. And Russ himself, who runs Mckamey Manor, says on multiple occasions, you don't want to do this. So from all the videos I've been watching, yes, everyone's pissed, but at the same time, these poor people are they're signing their life away to this Russ guy, and they're saying, just put me through the ringer. And I mean, I can understand why, because there's $20,000. $20,000 that you can win. And I mean, money talks, money talks. I'm even looking at that, kind of considering, could I do this? Could I not do this? $20,000? That's almost a pretty nice used Mercedes. I mean, the money talks. And this haunt is just, you guys, just take a glimpse at the videos. I know everyone's warning you not to, but just look up Mckamey Manor and take a glimpse of it. And the reason I'm even talking about it, besides the fact that it's stinking in Huntsville, Alabama, is because when I was younger, when I was 15 and 16, I was this kind of looks fun. And that's because I'm one of those people who are adrenaline junkie and with these things hardcore, because I'm terrified to get on roller coasters. I'm terrified to go through haunted houses, but I'm the kind of person who enjoys being terrified. So Yeah, I'll go to Six Flags. Yeah, I'll walk around the park for 2 hours before I get on a ride, and it takes my boyfriend bribing me with sour Skittles. But I mean, eventually I'll get on it. And the thing about this house is, he says you can't die. Someone has had, thank God I can see myself. Someone has had a heart attack in this house, but apparently you can't die. But I mean, if you do, sorry, you signed your waiver. Your parents can't even come after you. That's your bad luck. Oops to you. But I mean, apparently you can't die. And with roller coasters, I know there's some people who are not terrified of them at all. They just can get on that thing and it's fun. But for someone like me, I have to weigh my odds. I'm like, okay, this is a machine. Maybe the machine would protect me more than a human. I just saw a bunch of other people get off this ride. I've seen this ride going all day. Okay, I will probably live if I get on this. You are trusting like human error when going in this house. You're trusting Russ and whoever his actors are to just push you to your limits. And it's not even all the same. It's not like this guy can walk out and say, oh, you're gonna go through that, you're gonna go through that, you're gonna go through that. Because no, this guy asked you before you go. He does all this screening, all this Facebook chatting, all this video talking. He wants to know what's gonna F with your brain. You know what, I'm gonna say muffin in case my mom's watching. He wants to know what's gonna muffin with your brain. And if it's something like bugs, don't even tell him, because there will be bugs all over that house. If it's something like, oh, I'm scared of drowning, he wants to give you the sensation of drowning. But I mean, it's not waterboarding. It's not. He doesn't waterboard, but he just wants to scare you in that way. If it's being buried alive, bruh, in your waiver it says you can go 12 feet under. Like, he will bury you alive. And I mean, like I just said, human error. If he can't get you out of the ground, bro, you're stuck down there. Like, bye. And wait, can my parents sue him for that? No. You're just dying for no reason. You're dying for a bag of dog food, because that's all it costs. You don't even have to pay to go to this house. You just pass them up a bag of dog food. So anyways, originally this house was in Cali with all my Cali people, but then they were like, hell nah, get the muffin out of here. And the South, with our Southern hospitality, was like, come on in. Come on in. That ain't no big deal. A haunted house? No.
Come on in.
So Tennessee has welcomed him, and apparently Tennessee is the first bit of the house. It is the easier part, which none of this is easy because no one can survive this crap. But apparently Tennessee is the easy part. You just come on into Tennessee, you do your Summersville haunt, and then they'll drive you down to Huntsville, Alabama, where the real haunting can start. And I mean, the Summersville house in Tennessee is like, no one can get past it. Like, that's not even, it's not even a tiny haunt. Like, you're gonna go through hell. I watched a video, and within the first bit of the video, they'd already shaved the guy's head and then shaved his eyebrows and cut off his eyelashes. And the worst part is if you go in a pair, they're gonna turn you against each other. Like, his friend had to cut his hair, and then his other friend, to get payback on him, shaved his eyebrows and cut his eyelashes for money. So like, you feel all alone. You're like, wow, my brother, my best friend, my stinking partner in life just did this to me. I am all alone in this creepy haunted house. And I don't even like saying haunted house because it's just not a haunted house. Universal Studios haunted house, turn up, but this is a completely different animal. But anyways, apparently Huntsville is like the death chamber. Like, if you can get driven out here, you have made it. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I really don't. I mean, we're known as the Rocket City because the only important thing in this town is NASA and the rocket ship. And with something like this coming into our town, I'm just kind of like, so are we now going to be known for like torture center or torture chamber or the city of torture? Like, And you know what? We can't say torture. We have to use the other T word, touching. It's the touching chamber. It's the touching center. But I mean, I don't know who would sign up for this. I don't know who would put themselves through physical abuse like this. And I can understand that there's a lot. Okay. For those people who aren't from the South, and for my brothers and sisters in the South, our men up in here, they are real strong and they're we can get through anything. So I can understand that they're like, easy peasy, no problem. Let's go for it. But then no one wants to just physically be harassed and hurt. I mean, if you're going through a military boot camp, at least you know you're going to come out the other side and have a job and fight for something that you want to fight for and risk your life for something you think is valuable. What's the point in getting hurt in this house and going through pain like that? If someone came for my hair, I would, and part of the waiver is like, and even on the website, it's like, can you touch the actors? And it's like, no, they can touch you, but you can't touch them. I'd be like, what? Hell no. If someone comes with me with scissors near my eye and starts cutting at my eyelashes, it's fight or flight. And if they wrap me up in duct tape and I can't take a flight out of there, we're gonna fight. And I'm gonna grab those scissors and I'm gonna be chomping random because I've been kicked out of a Universal Studios house for accidentally popping someone. I don't have control. Like, if you're gonna put me in that kind of mental state and physically abuse me like that, game over, bro, and game on for you. Like, that's it. That whole entire waiver would be out the door because he terrifies people. He wants to break them down mentally, and the way he does it is kind of pathetic in my opinion, and I hate to talk bad about people, but I mean, I stand by this stuff. He basically, like, when he shaves your head or when you're in the water or you want to quit, he'll say things like, you've only lasted for 8 minutes. You've only been here for 5 minutes. You talked so big before you came in. You're blah, blah, blah. You're this and that. Like, he really just pushes you down. Like, if someone just cut my hair and then on top of that, they were making fun of my hair that was just cut.
One more?
Yeah, do one more, please.
Okay, okay.
One more. Get a
Okay.
good clump of it.
Good compliment.
Get a good clump of it. Get down closer to the root so we can really
Yeah,
get
pull very deep, very deep.
Very
I'll get some from the other side.
Okay,
Okay,
make it
the
even
other
now.
side, the
Pull,
other side.
pull.
What's the point, man? Like, what? And if you're a woman and you sign up for this, you're brave. You are brave. You're a little bit stupid, but you're brave. You are very, very brave because he's gonna destroy you. He's gonna make you come out of there looking all kinds of wonky. He's gonna cut your hair. He's gonna do anything he can to just make you feel like you are just less than anything. And then he's gonna wake up the next day and he's not gonna care, and you're gonna be stuck with a lot of mental issues, and you're gonna pay for a lot of therapy, and maybe you don't have to pay to go into the house, but the outcome of leaving the house, you're gonna be screwed up. You're just gonna be jacked up, and he's gonna wash his hands and he's gonna say thank you next. Like, that's that. And I mean, it's in Huntsville, and he's the nails. And there's a 60, well, it could be more now, but from what I read in the article, there's 67,000 people signed to this petition that's like trying to shut this down. Obviously, a lot of people are pissed off. Like, a lot of people are pissed off. And I'm just so curious about this because, I mean, this Carl, my dog, just left a bomb. Not nice. A lot of people are... That dog fart just really just took everything out of my brain. If so many people are upset about this house, like, I don't understand why the government isn't saying something about it, or the government isn't getting into it, and maybe they are and we just don't know, but it's clear that this is a weird scenario, and he's finding a lot of loopholes to get out of it. And in the article, it said he's choosing people that are easily manipulated, and I full on believe it, because even in the videos and stuff, you can kind of see him just egging on this and egging on that and putting this thought here and putting that thought here and being a super nice person, and then all of a sudden just he traps these people. And I think in one video, I'm pretty sure I saw him say something like he says what he can. Like, he'll say, don't do this, but like, he'll tell the person, oh, no, we won't cut your hair. I mean, we might, it's in the waiver, but you know, it's not gonna be that bad. You don't want to do this, but I mean, and then all of a sudden, first thing in, ka-ding, bye. And I saw Ready to Glare's video, and I mean, she is my girl. She doesn't know she's my girl. She doesn't know that we're gonna be friends in the future, but she's my girl. And I just loved the way she explained it, because she's talked about pushing consent, and I'm so curious about that too. So basically, you consent to doing all this. You consent to maybe your bones breaking. You consent to getting your hair chopped. But as human beings, like, can we just say no? Like, if someone's sticking a drill in my mouth, which in the videos, there's a video of them literally sticking a drill in a person's mouth, and honestly, I don't know if they're about to drill her tooth or if they yank it out in a different way. I've seen another video where they yank the tooth out. I don't know, but I would be freaking out in that moment if someone was sticking a drill in my mouth, because you don't know. It's like that game show, What's in the Box. You don't know what's about to happen. Those people freak out about stuffed animals. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Like, anything. When you say no as a human being and you're like, no, do not stick that drill in my mouth. Like, you cannot do that. I'm done. The end. Bye. Are they allowed to just say, but you signed something so we can stick it in? Is that really... Because, like, I can understand in some cases when you sign a waiver and then you go on something or you go on a trip or something like that. Like on a field trip. You sign a waiver that if something happens on the field trip, it's not the school's fault. And then you go to an aquarium or you go to this. Well, at that aquarium, if a shark breaks through the glass, that's like a really in-the-moment thing. With this particular waiver, it's kind of step by step, because you're experiencing different parts of the waiver being played. You're experiencing things that you can physically stop before it happens. And I just wonder, like, if someone's coming after my nail, like, and I say stop, you best stop, because we live in a day and age where if I say no, you better muffin agree with it, because it's the end. That's it. And I'm just really curious, can he just write that off? Like, that can't be legal. And I love all the interviews of this guy, because he loves to say he's a super conservative guy. He's a wedding singer. He sings at your wedding.
At the weddings, I'm a wedding singer. I'm the wedding singer. Well, how scary can I be? I'm the wedding singer. Take it on the run, baby. That's the way you want it, baby.
And his girlfriend had a few nice things to say.
Well, I think he is just the most lovable, funnest guy ever. I mean, he is so much fun to hang around with, and he's surprising at times. There's never a dull moment when you're with Russ Mckamey. I mean,
he would tell me his sick fantasies that he has with kids, with children. He's a passive pedophile. Now,
just super nice things, so nice. And I just don't know. I don't know what to think of this. This video is all over the place. I know people are probably 10 times more confused than I am right now. I want to drive by the Huntsville location, but I don't know where it is. Like, I love the video of the guy posting the location of the one in Tennessee, but the one in Huntsville is like so under wraps. Like, I honestly had no idea it was here. I knew about the one in Tennessee, but then I was like, whoa, Huntsville? What? That's where I live. The Rocket City? What? And I am curious, because if Mr. Rusty Boo is up in here, I wanna find him, and I just wanna look. I just wanna drive by. I don't know. That's really, It's a business though. I mean, it's a business. Technically, it's supposed to be like a business. It shouldn't just be out of his house, right? It's not like I'm just driving past someone's house. Oh, wait. He does it out of his backyard. So, I mean, I don't know. That might be intrusive. Who knows? But I'm so curious about this. And I'm going to do so much more looking into about this particular haunted house. And I just want to Nancy Drew this stuff and I want to figure it all out, which is probably not possible. And like, I'm so curious about if he's getting money from Las Vegas, if he's selling this on the dark web, if like when these people finally quit, if they're quitting, because like in the videos, these big strong men are like, they all say the same thing. Mckamey Manor kicked my butt. Like, that's, I give up. Mckamey Manor kicked my butt. And like, if I was pissed off, I hold a grudge for like an hour and then I'll come and apologize. So like, if I ever get in a fight with my mom or fight with boyfriend or fight with this or fight with that, we're gonna be pissed off for a while, because unless you give him my space for an hour, it's not. These guys, like these big strong men and these women are just laying there and they're like, and I just feel like he's forcing them to say it. Like, I feel like if they could have their own will back and like mentally feel like their brain was their own for a moment, that they wouldn't be like kissing Russ's butt after he literally destroyed them, after he pushed them off a rock, and then like they're all tied up, and if you break a bone, you sign a waiver. Like, how is that fair? I mean, that's another thing. Like, can he just wrap you up and push you off a rock, and then if you break a bone, it's considered an accident? You know you're gonna break a bone, but like, it was an accident. I mean, I didn't know if I pushed you off a rock, you would break your arm. Like, I'm heated. I'm very heated and curious, and I hope you guys understood this video. And if there's more people out there heated, leave a comment and we can talk about this together. I understand the whole they signed a waiver thing, and a lot of people come out of it and say they had a lot of fun. So, I mean, no one knows. This is such a black hole. But I'm gonna end it because this video is just getting so off topic. Well, it's not really getting off topic, but it's just going everywhere, and there's just, who knows? Who knows? Everyone give one like for one prayer for every person that goes into the Mckamey Manor. And thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe if you want to. I mean, I have 4 subscribers now. 2 of them are me, but thank you to the other 2. I love you guys. Y'all are my friends. And I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome, awesome Mckamey Manor free day. And if you sign up for that, you don't want to do this. Did I sound like Russ? I don't know. All right, bye guys.